The problem is that I think the people that saw it as they thought they were going to win anyway, apparently. Mm-hmm. And the people that saw it as a negative thought, like, there's been a few blunders where things didn't go well. But I think a lot of those blunders are, I was listening to this woman on the Tucker Carlson show, and she was talking about what Biden was like during the presidency. And one of the things that she said I thought that was very interesting was that there's many people that worked with Biden that said there were moments in his first couple of years where he was very lucid, and that he would be actually running the meetings, and he had talking points that were written down, but he was having these lucid conversations, and then he would do these public things and he would have blunders. I think a lot of it is just the pressure of performing publicly under intense scrutiny. Like, if you have to do a live set, like say if you have to do Saturday Night Live or something like that, and you're going to do a monologue, the pressure of doing that monologue is so much different than the pressure of just going up at a local comedy club.
Oh, sure.
It's insane. And I think that pressure, Joe Biden, as much as, I'm sure he has a high self-opinion, clearly, when he is confronted by the reality that half the country hates him and thinks he's doing a terrible job, and then he has to talk publicly live, then I think those cognitive problems were sort of elevated.
That makes sense.
I think that's the same with her. So I think that's the same with her when she's on Fox with Brett Breyer. I think it's hostile environments. I think it's large crowds. I think it's a lot of things where you don't get to see the real person. So that was my goal. My goal was to try to meet the real person. Just like I did with Trump, just try to meet and talk with the real person. And my goal was, what I really wanted to do, we talked about this quite a bit, me and my manager, of doing it on the same day. And my manager, she agreed. She's like, this would be the perfect way to set it up. Like, we both agree, put them both out at the same time, go watch them all, see what you think. That would be the ultimate way to do it. But they never agreed to do it. So all this shit that's in that book that they never talked to us, just not true. Maybe it's someone's trying to preserve their job. Maybe someone's trying to say, hey, it wasn't my fault. They became difficult. No, we didn't become difficult. The other thing was, like, they wanted to do it that Saturday, the day after Trump. And I said, I'll do it, but it has to be at 8:30 a.m. The reason why was I had a podcast already scheduled that was a live UFC podcast. So we do this thing called Fight Companion.